Attention passionate Dallas, Cowboys. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Dallas, COWBOYSFANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. Keep your eyes peeled because what I'm about to tell you could be a game changer for the Cowboys this season. We're hearing some serious buzz about a potential blockbuster trade that might be in the works, a move that could reshape the linebacker core and give Dallas that extra edge we've been craving. And you know how much the Cowboys prioritize solid linebacker play, especially after a season where our run defense struggled, allowing over 800 rushing yards. It's no secret that stopping the run has been a sore spot, and with injuries like Micah Parsons' hamstring, which kept him out for 6 games, and Overshown's ankle injury, which kept him sidelined, our linebacker depth has been tested to say the least. Sources indicate that the Baltimore Ravens, currently in a bit of a rebuild mode after an 8-7 season and some injury setbacks, including Lamar Jackson's knee injury that caused him to miss Week 10, are weighing a big move. They're reportedly open to trading Roquan Smith, a linebacker who's been a consistent force on their defense since he was drafted in 2018. The Ravens are reportedly looking for 2 first-round picks in return, mainly to help with their cap relief and to bring in some youth at linebacker. It's a bold move for a team that's trying to stabilize its roster, especially considering they'd be giving up a player who's been one of the top linebackers in the league. And let's talk about Roquan Smith for a second, because this isn't just any linebacker. The guy has been a cornerstone of the Ravens' defense, with over 200 tackles in his career, including 18 sacks, 12 interceptions, and a PFF grade that's consistently hovered around 95. That's elite-level production. He's a tackling machine, averaging around 12 tackles per game, and he's also a ball hawk with 12 INTs. In 2024, he posted a stellar 91. 8 PFF grade, tops among linebackers, along with 110 solo tackles, 160 total, 3 sacks, and 2 picks. His ability to cover tight ends, drop back in coverage, and make plays on the ball makes him a perfect fit for a team like Dallas that needs a versatile linebacker to complement Parsons and bolster the run defense. Now imagine a defense with Parsons rushing the passer, Roquan patrolling sideline to sideline, and the secondary flying around creating turnovers. That's a nightmare for any offense. This season, the Cowboys have already been making strides, with the defense improving significantly in run stopping and forcing turnovers. But adding a player like Smith would be a major upgrade, especially given how our linebackers have been impacted by injuries. Overshown's ankle injury, which kept him out for 6 games, really hurt our depth. Meanwhile, Parsons' hamstring injury forced him to miss some time, and that exposed some vulnerabilities in our run defense. Bringing in Smith could help us get back to that top-tier defense we saw in 2021 and 2022, especially against the run, where we've struggled a bit, allowing nearly 800 yards on the ground. From a statistical standpoint, Roquan's numbers are eye-popping. He's been a tackling machine with projections of over 120 tackles this season, and he's also contributed with pressures, with more than 10 per game when healthy. His ability to rush the passer, 3 sacks in 2024, adds another dimension to our defense, and his coverage skills, top-notch. 2 interceptions and 14 pass deflections this season show he can make plays on the ball, which is exactly what our secondary needs to complement the turnover-hungry style Dallas has been working on. His EPA per target is around 35, indicating he's a disruptive force in coverage, and he's allowed just 35 receptions and 2 touchdowns, which is impressive for a linebacker asked to do it all. Now, let's talk about the financial side. The Ravens reportedly have about $15 million in cap space, which isn't a ton but enough to facilitate a trade if they're motivated. The trade could clear around $23 million in cap space in 2026, giving them some flexibility down the road. But they're also facing some issues on offense. They need wide receivers and offensive linemen, so trading Smith might be a strategic move to rebuild and focus on the future, especially with questions about their ability to contend this year. They're a bit skeptical about their Super Bowl chances, especially with their defense giving up more big plays, and their recent focus has been on extending players like Mark Andrews rather than competing in 2024. On the other hand, for the Cowboys, this potential trade could be a major turning point. Our linebackers have been a priority all season, especially given the issues with run defense. Adding Roquan Smith would give us plus 25% more in run-stop efficiency, and he's projected to rack up around 120 tackles, a number that would give us a serious boost in the middle. His presence would help take some pressure off Parsons, who's been our sack leader with 10 this year, and would allow us to be even more aggressive on defense. Plus, Smith's addition could help us reduce the points allowed per game. We're currently giving up about 21 points, but with his tackling and coverage skills, we could push that down to around 17, making our defense even more formidable. And let's not forget how this could impact our overall team confidence. The Cowboys have been trending upward, especially on offense with Dak Prescott leading the way. He's thrown for over 0 yards with a 70% completion rate, and the play-action game has been effective, boosting our EPA by around 16%. Adding a linebacker of Smith's caliber would send a message to the league that Dallas is serious about contending for another Super Bowl. It's not just about bolstering our defense. It's about sending a statement that the Cowboys are ready to go all in this season. The odds of winning Super Bowl LX are already favorable, around plus 400 after being plus 800 earlier in the year, and bringing in a player like Smith could push us even closer to the top of the favorites list. In terms of playoff impact, Smith could be the X factor that puts Dallas over the edge. His sideline-to-sideline playmaking and ability to shut down the run would be invaluable in big games, especially against tough NFC foes like the Eagles. His inclusion would also elevate our defensive EPA, giving us a plus 25% boost in run defense, which is crucial when facing playoff-caliber teams. The entire division is watching, and a move like this could set the tone for the rest of the season, signaling that the Cowboys are all in and ready to make a deep postseason run. Looking at the wider NFL landscape, this trade could set off a chain reaction. The Ravens, with their cap constraints and a focus on extensions for players like Edwards, might see this as a necessary gamble to rebuild around younger talent. But for Dallas, it's a different story. We're in win-now mode, and a player like Roquan Smith could be the piece that elevates us from a good team to a true Super Bowl contender. His impact on our defense, especially at a time when we're trying to balance a potent offense led by Prescott and a defense hungry for consistency, can't be overstated. This potential move also echoes the legendary linebacker dominance of the 1985 Bears, who revolutionized the game with that ferocious defense. If the Cowboys can land Roquan Smith, it could ignite a similar era of linebacker excellence that propels us to new heights. The addition of such a high-caliber player would not only improve our immediate chances, but could also lay the foundation for a linebacker dynasty in Dallas, something we haven't seen in decades. The Cowboys have a history of building around strong defenses, and this move could be the next chapter in that story. Now, folks, I know there are skeptics out there, and I get it. Trading 2 first-round picks isn't a small thing, and the Ravens might be hesitant to part ways with Smith unless the price is right. But if Dallas can pull this off, it might be the kind of move that defines a season, turning a good team into a championship-caliber squad. Imagine a defense where Parsons and Smith are terrorizing opponents side by side, with the secondary flying around and creating turnovers. That's the kind of football we've been dreaming about, isn't it? And let's not forget, the NFC East is wide open this year, and with the right moves, Dallas can take control and finally put an end to the division's recent dominance by the Eagles or others. In conclusion, this potential trade for Roquan Smith is more than just a rumor, it's a statement. It signals that the Cowboys are serious about competing at the highest level and are willing to make bold moves to secure another shot at the Super Bowl. It's about building a defense that's not just good but dominant, a unit that strikes fear into every offense it faces. And for us, the fans, it's about dreaming bigger, believing that this team can do it again, that we can bring that shiny silver trophy back to Arlington. We've seen flashes of brilliance this season, and with a move like this, we could see a whole new level of excellence. Keep your fingers crossed, Cowboys Nation, because this could be the move that changes everything. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Dallas Cowboys news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Dallas Cowboys. Do you think this move will push us over the edge? Are you excited about the potential of Roquan Smith wearing the star? I know I am. Don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Dallas Cowboys news. Let's keep the faith and let's keep dreaming big because we're Dallas Cowboys and we're always aiming for greatness.